Are you listening?
Alrighty then.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning to the morning show. Hello.
Good morning.
How's Hillbilly doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good. You had an interesting stream this morning.
Yeah, I had two ropers on me back to back.
Back to back. Roping you into slow games. Mugen
Yeah.
Full, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Good complain.
Yes, that's right. Do good. Be cool. Play some Magic the Gathering Forge. If you haven't checked out Mugen Full, he's starting a kind of a playthrough of Magic the Gathering Forge and how it works. It's pretty cool. Yeah, TCG dude. Hello. He's here. He's just trying to warm up. Welcome, Captain Waffles, James Willis, the Fish Games. Everybody that showed up, hello, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being awesome. Dark Raven, hello. Yeah, full house. Boom, boom. So we hear that it's like 50 degrees in some parts of Alaska, and it's chilling the chill out of people.
Oh, goodness. Wouldn't you know it? I just tried to whip up some coffee, so hopefully that'll warm my bones.
Right? Warm bones. You know, wear that bearskin jacket that you made from scratch yesterday when you went bear wrestling, you know?
Yeah, right. When I wrestled the bear.
Right? I can imagine, you know, because I seen TC dude's build. He's kind of a scrawny looking dude, you know. He got his arms like this, and he's got his feet planted down, and he's like grabbing the bear and like tossing it side to side and throwing it to the ground, you know, suplexing the bear, you know. Hell yeah.
Okay then.
Doing the Macho Man elbow drop.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, bud. That's crazy. It's fun. No. I just like exaggerating TCG dudes' bear wrestling skills. You know, because that sounds fun when you think about it. Like when you think about it in your head.
Yes, as long as there are only two bears. Anything
Right.
bigger than that.
Well, you need a challenge.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Solar God, hello. Well, so really quick, if you're wondering where you can get some sweet Magic the Gathering swag, like some pretty cool spicy dice bags, you can go to carnsortopia.com, the sponsor of this channel, where you can get sweet dice bags like this. And you can tell Hillbilly's kind of looking for his dice bag to show off in the corner there. But they're about $45 plus $5 ship where you are. But Valentine's around the corner. You can get these handcrafted lined vinyl dice bags for $60. Normally $75, but you're saving a discount for Valentine's Day. Get your Valentine. That's sweet. Nice dice bag. And if you're looking for something small and something flashy, get some of these lapel pins. Yes, the salty one's the best. And if you're looking for customized artwork like this sweet one right here and this cool looking painting right here, or get paintings customized, check them out at carnsortopia.com. She's updated her paintings. I just haven't been able to transfer them over. Like she's got a couple more. Whoop. It's so awesome, so amazing. Yeah, what a good morning it is, everybody. Good morning.
It is.
Woo.
Yep, I'm back.
Look who's back. Back
Right.
again. Mugen Full's back. Da-da-da-da. All right. Man, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. Honestly, it's chilly outside here in Iowa. We could ship this cool temperatures out to Hillbilly because he really likes the frosty, cool air. You know,
I love my 60 degrees right now.
TCG dude can feel free to ship some of his cold weather out towards Hillbilly too.
Ew.
Yeah.
My 60s.
Mm. Yes, Jurassic Park. My favorite franchise of all. I've owned both books. I've read both books. I own every movie. Yes, like I am such a fanatic. I love Jurassic Park. I love Transformers. I love Magic the Gathering. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hence, Super Fast Tortoise. And there's more story to it.
Yep.
In Sioux City for a while. Nice. You. Oh, I've been interrupted. I've been interrupted. Someone's wanting attention. Oh, yeah, this is Minnie.
Oh,
Yeah, kitty.
Kit
Guess
Kat.
what? Cat butt. All right. Let's get you down. I love you. I'm busy. All right. So it's been a fresh day. We got a hot topic today, and I'm glad people showed up today because this is an interesting topic. And then TCG dude, I actually kind of designed this topic around you because I think you have the best out of all of us, the best experiences to go on with this topic. Ooh.
Okay, then.
All
That's
right.
what's up.
Yeah. So, and I think it's going to be awesome. But first, we need to get to the first segment of the day. Hillbilly, what is the first segment of the day?
Well, that would actually be the
Card of the day.
You need a janky card for your vampire deck? Well, here we go. We got Martyr's Bond. Yeah, this is the card I was thinking of Hillbilly for today. When it came to the card of the day, I'm like, he needs this in his vampire deck because his removal can be doubled when he's making those tokens when he's attacking. See, yeah, I'll read it really quick. It costs 4 generic, 2 white. It's an enchantment. It says whenever Martyr's Bond or another non-land permanent you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a permanent that shares a card type with it. Woo woo. That's pretty solid. It's pretty good. That fits in every white deck because you're always losing creatures in white decks, like aristocratic decks or little white weenie decks. This card is nuts, and it's any permanent. So if you have like a fetch land and you crack that fetch land, your opponents have to sacrifice a land.
oh,
That's what's up.
That's
Right,
nuts.
right. Non-land permanent. Right.
Yeah. Woo woo.
the balls.
Yeah, to Bolts Apprentice. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
to
morning
Bolt.
to you.
I wish
Welcome.
I had that much energy, but yes, indeed. Good morning. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
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 Decimal
go.
collectibles and Paul's Brown in the chats.
Yeah, Investable Collectibles, Paz Brown. Hello, what's up? That's what's up. You're here. On Super Fast Tortoise, and Empty Hillbilly. All right, now keeping on track because we got the picture of the day, and there's 2 pictures here. One I generated today, but one is brought by Mrs. Hillbilly in the Discord. Because in Discord you can feel free to send pictures for pictures of the day for the show. Yes, and she said coffee time with a goofy go. She like my coffee. I suck at goofy, but all right.
Coffee time.
Yep. Then I really liked the picture. I thought it was cute, and Disney is a big thing. Then the picture I generated today was this little Muppet. I was trying to design Hillbilly as a Muppet.
Looks like Grimace.
Right. It's
Funny
funny.
McDonald's. It looks like Grimace.
It's kind of a
Kind
Grimace
of.
looking one. Yeah, purple Muppet. It looks like a mix between Animal and Grimace drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Those weird fingers around the handle. Yeah, we'll get there one day. All right, but that's the picture of the day. Woo, the pictures. Yeah, so now the topic of the day is very simple. In-person personable experiences are diminishing is the topic of the day. Now, I got a whole monologue that I'm going to read like I mean it. And it's going to end with a question because I'm not going to just give you my opinion and say, that's it. I want your guys' input on how to improve things. So the monologue is the in-person personal experiences are diminishing. It feels like the experiences of the gathering is becoming less and less. Prices are high, values are low, and the scene of personal magic is changing. Trading Magic the Gathering cards is becoming harder to trade and use as secondary currency. Events seem to be becoming more expensive to attend, and using MTG products seems to be harder to barter with. In-person games seems to be a struggle anymore, especially for people like me. Ever since lockdown, it seems that we have become more regular with Spell Table Arena as the go-to ways to play Magic. Now, the best part, Hillbilly and I have become more friends because of Spell Table, but we have never met in person. I think Wizards of the Coast needs to start putting a focus on more in-person play and make it a priority. Find ways to incentivize and reward it better. Make a DCI a thing again or something equivalent. I would personally like to feel welcome back into the physical game again rather than settle for a digital media of it. What are ways we would like to see improvement on in-person play? And that is the open question for everybody. I know it's a loaded thing right there, but hey. So we're gonna start with TCG, dude. See what he thinks.
Sure, bud. I mean, being incentivized to do anything is always nice, right? Like, nobody wants to just clean for the sake of cleaning. It's usually the end result is, hey, my house looks really nice, or
Right.
I know where my shoes are. I can go somewhere if I need to leave.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I suppose that the incentive that used to be there for in-person play, the prize support, seemed a lot greater, right? Just
Right.
just knowing that maybe the once weekly standard event or once weekly draft at minimum, not just once monthly, had a booster box for first place, right? Like that always was something to aspire to. Even for myself, not having played in store as a teenager, I remember overhearing some of the employees talking about, the recent events or their standings or what they pulled from their box, yada yada. And I suppose that most stores are having a hard time providing that type of price support because it's just too expensive and there's too many products to keep track of,
Right. And I think one way they can help incentivize the programs other than price support, because price support is important, and I think Wizards should step in a little more with that, is to bring back more tournaments into the game store, like they used to do with GPs. Like Captain Waffle's talking about GPs. I remember doing GP, like the whatever was the thing was called that you fought to get into the GPs at your game store. Get more of those back in the store. Incentivize tournaments in the stores, and I understand cash grabs. Wizards wants to make money, but the best way to make money is to incentivize people to buy a product by trying to fight to get into that product. Have standard tournament plays, modern tournament plays, have legacy tournament plays, make them sanctioned again and wholeheartedly like they used to. And like the whole point system, like the DCI system, you got points for going and playing and attending and getting points for topping or doing as best as you can. That was an amazing thing. To get rid of that just really stripped the personality of each individual player for a bit.
I mean, I guess an argument could be made in some similar vein to like, oh well, why are we paying McDonald's workers $15 an hour when it's simple slapstick, work, right? Maybe Wizards and some of the LGSs are like, guys, like maybe you're being a little too entitled or asking for too much, because for instance, the other day I did I believe it was my last standard event that I did at the WPN store. So typically a bigger store, right? We only had 8 people there. And one of them, truth be told, one of them was a judge that was told by the store, hey, you need to play so we can make this fire proper. And he kind of just scrubbed out because he didn't really want to do that, but whatever. So he kind of gave me a win. That was nice. And for my $8 entry fee, I got $8 store credit and some store promo cards, like individual promo cards that were like $1.50, like a rampant growth and a dramatic reversal. But end of the story is my $8, my one weekly standard event that cost $8 that I've been slowly building up over the last year or two paper wise. I was able to top in that 8-person event and pay for my event next week or whatever following week. So really, I mean, that I suppose should be the baseline expectation, right? Is if I win first or second, like I should either get my money back or, have something cool to pick.
Right.
Like where should we draw the line? Like what's the baseline expectation? I suppose is probably where we can start that conversation.
Well, I want to add what Captain Waffle is saying here is PTQs. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. PTQs fed Pro Tours and stores made money running PTQs. But like back in the day, and maybe some stores still do it today, but people who top 8 or top 3, the top 8 of the drafts would save their packs from the drafts and next week come in and use their packs as pay support for their next draft. I don't know how well they do that anymore, but that was a big thing growing up in Magic, that people would take their winnings and further use it to get into more games of Magic, like drafts, or trade good product like that from their winnings to get into some certain events. You used to be able to trade like a $5 card for a $3 F&M, and it would work out because the store can make money off it. But the reason why I bring the trading $5 card for whatever is because nowadays WotC thinks everything they make is gold, even though it might be a 5-cent doohickey. But they're like, here's a full art Lion Wells. Whoop whoop! Here we go. You can win this at your F&M if you attend. Well, if you get that full art Lion Wells, it'll probably be like a $2 card, maybe $5 most. But most stores won't take it in because everybody's got one. No one wants to buy it because the demand for Lion Wells is not as high anymore, and they already have a full art Lion Wells now. It's becoming harder to barter and trade the system because one of the best things they used to be able to do is because money used to be so rich with making money financially, like for the stores and the shop, that people used to take the product they buy, the product they would win, and they used to recycle it into playing more of the game they loved. That's one of the issues. Like when people talk about prices going down on like more standard event cards, like a lot of people negate the idea of what it used to mean to have valuable cards. It wasn't the value of having valuable cards. Is the value from back then when Wizards incentivized things was the value of recycling the cards for more experiences.
I think another thing that with going to the game store is it's a more complex problem too, because I feel like you need to commit to it yourself, that you're going to go out there and you're going to do it. Mm-hmm. But the other problem then becomes, is it available in your area? I'm lucky because I'm in Southern California. So like I said, I've got multiple places I can go to. A couple of times a week I go out, but I have to make that commitment to go out and play in person. And also there's a certain responsibility that I feel that I have to be somebody worth playing with too.
Right.
Because I've also seen the cliquish nature that sometimes you can find in game stores, in local game stores. So I think, like I said, you're going to have to commit to the idea that you want to go and have that experience. And then when you get there, hopefully you'll find the kind of people that make it worth coming back for to have that experience again.
Right. Yeah. And it's kind of funny you bring up the cliquish nature of stores, because one of the stores I used to attend had a cliquish nature. But it was interesting because you could break through the cliques by playing more Magic and becoming better at Magic.
For sure.
It was like somehow it came a system. Like if you're this good, you're cool to hang out with us. And me, I was never the super amazing guy. I was the guy who always played the derpy decks for fun. And I had my friend Stasis Orb. Like him and I drew the lines between clicks pretty much because we were best friends, and I just loved derpy stuff. And I ended up falling in love with Commander and playing more Commander than anything. But like when it came to standard events, Pro Tours, like I wanted to be more of a pro player, but I just loved derpy decks so much.
Yeah. I like playing jank decks too. I believe is what they call it, jank. JNK, jank decks.
Yeah, JANK, janky. Hell yeah! Bring back player reward systems, and you get points for attending in-person events. Tier the events. The points you earn with MagicCon events worth a lot of points, where F&M is low points. Yeah, they need to incentivize that more too. Yeah, what's up?
I think they should bring back the DCIN numbers. They should bring back the starter decks that they used to give new players. That way they can get new players into the game. They need to, players that need to be, friendly to each other and help teach the new players how to play the game.
All right.
And
well,
so everybody has been a new player at some point in time.
One thing I think they should also do is try to show people to get started. It's not as complex as it is, but it's easy to get into, but it's hard to master.
Right.
Like here's my totally observation. Right. There was a time Wizards cared about people learning their game. There was a time Wizards cared about people having product to play their game. Fish and hook. Fish for new players, hook them into the game. But when YouTube started becoming big for Magic content, it's like that Wizards eventually noticed that people are teaching people to play their game. People are getting people hooked to their game. And that people are teaching people different combos of the game. And so many things were happening where Wizards realized there was a point where they don't have to do nothing to get people hooked to the game other than keep the fan base happy. Right? Well, there's a problem. The fan base got older. We're old. I'm almost 40. Like this year, I'm turning 40. They don't like that. They want new players. Well, they can't rely on us anymore. So they have to kind of start over at ground zero. What are they going to do? They're still relying on us to teach a game. There's enough YouTube content out there to do it. They got too reliant on social media, it feels like. I mean, if it wasn't Tibalt's Apprentice, I wouldn't know what fun little commander decks are out there.
My question becomes just quickly that did that happen at Wizards or did that happen when Hasbro took over as a line in the sand or as a point where things changed? Do we think that's?
I think it's right before Hasbro got a hold of them.
Well, Hasbro changed the production of it, like the production value of it.
Yep.
A lot of things because Hasbro had their hands on WotC long before a lot of the changes were happening. It's like they had him for a while and didn't know exactly what to do other than print product. Then somewhere down the line, something clicked and like our shit's worth gold. Let's poop out more product, and somehow they did that.
Yep.
Now it's just I'm gonna say now it's just full steam with product releases.
I mean, when we was new players, we go into our LGSs, get a DCI number, start earning points, start earning prizes, get that starter deck, learn how to play it easily. Because there's always somebody there to show you how to play.
All right.
It ain't there no more.
One of the cool things about the DCI system, when you signed up for the DCI point system, it always felt like that you're part of a club, like you're signing up for a cool kids club kind of thing, and you're going to be part of something big. Without that there, you just feel like you're not a part of something, but you're trying to be entangled something. You don't feel that connection. Like the personable part of Magic the Gathering is diminishing. the gathering part feels like it's diminishing. Like we can gather here miles apart. Mugen Full probably lives like 500 miles away from me. Hillbilly, you live about 500 miles away from me. Debalt, you live 2,000 miles away from me. TCG dude, you're just way out of reach for me to even know the miles there. But yeah, so we're gathering here. But now if we decided to play a game of Commander, because that's the most notable game of style game right now, especially for distances, you know, I won't be able to pick up TCG's card to read it to understand it better, or he won't be able to like show me a card and be like, look at this, and I take it in my own hand and be like, oh, that's cool, you did an altar or something like that. You know, there's no like, it's different like between the bullies on the internet to a bully in real life. And bullies are not the best example here, but bullies in real life can be handled.
Oh yeah,
because in-person interaction. Bullies on the internet are harder to handle because they think they can get away with everything because there's no one there to stop them other than just words on a screen.
Exactly.
You know, and I think I've had that very experience on a spell table game once. You know, people can definitely be better learning to be more personable. And plus, it's social skills building. Like, how many of us were awkward before we started playing Magic? You know,
I'm still awkward.
I got the same thing, Walt.
I had the same. I've had before I started playing Commander. I had that same experience on Arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so, you know, but there's like a lot of social interactions that are taken away from the in-person play that are important for our growth. How many thin-skinned people are out there? How many thick-skinned people are out there? You know, people don't know what to take serious anymore because your words are flat on the internet. You know, when in real life they have depth of meaning.
Yeah,
that's very true. Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you're just reading text and no one puts a sarcasm tag on there.
Right. Yeah. Like, you know, all caps can mean two different things. Either you're stating out a point or you're yelling the hell out of me. You're like yelling, like, understand. No, so, but you know, I think a lot has to do with the in-person interactions, and I think we should be incentivized more by Wizards of the Coast to do it, and not have Wizards of the Coast rely on game stores to do it for them, because game stores are going to do all they can to sell the product and stay afloat and have a good experience. But really quick, if Wizards ain't giving the stores incentive to do the things that they want them to do, then why should the store carry their product other than people want to buy some of it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
What I think Wizards Watson needs to do is say, the heck with media. Let's cater to the new players. Not let media influence the new players. That way the new players will have one-on-one, hands-on learning experience.
Well, so that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard line to cross there, because media is what pushes out the advertising from people advertising for them to bring out their own videos, right? They have to use media to survive as a company. It's just the way things are. Yep. What they need to do is use the media to get people to want to join in-person games.
Yep.
I can see both points, to be honest. Hillbillies and Tortoises points, and all I gotta see is someone that's relatively new, 2 years only, playing Magic Gathering. Yeah, I learned through Arena, strangely enough.
Yep.
Yeah, like Arena is fun to start with and whatnot, but also like some people who've played on FNMs a lot will understand the importance of being able to break down an interaction.
Yeah,
like Arena will do things for you automatically. Excuse me. Where in the real life game, sometimes when you're attacking, and the way words are shared, when you play a flash enchantment or a combat trick of some sort, might determine if that damage goes through.
Right.
True.
Right.
And you can learn more in person than what you can on Arena or Spell Tape or anything like that.
Yep.
There's a lot of growth to be
Yep.
had for sure.
Yeah.
Mutant, have you had a chance to play in person at all, or do you?
I did one draft. I plan on doing a few more in the future.
How did it go for you? How did you feel at that? Was it an inclusive process, or did it feel kind of weird and awkward?
It was good. I would say it's inclusive, except one match. I don't think one guy didn't like me very much, but he still won. But I don't think he thought I was a good player or anything, because I heard someone him muttering only won that match because of over mana flow, or just getting too much mana, and not enough cards to play against me. And so, but that doesn't deter me from going to other places and trying to do more magic in stores.
Right.
So overall enough, it was a positive enough experience overall.
Yeah.
You say okay.
So sorry if I was a little vague there.
No, you're good. Oh, you're good. That's why he asks the questions. You know,
It was good.
He likes to dig in and get to know someone. You know,
I didn't win a prize from that match, from that draft, but
right?
it's okay. At least I got some experience playing in real life.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you still got your whole life ahead of you to try different things. You know,
True.
do what you want and what you feel comfortable with.
I got fun.
And I'm not pooping down on Arena MTGO or anything. I just think
I know
one important aspect that's missing from Magic is the lack of in-store play and incentives to do so. Because maybe I'd be more incentivized to travel several miles down the road to my game store if there was an incentive to actually go there. I mean, they don't sell singles. You know, they host a couple tournaments, but everybody there, you know, like when I go, they like when I go pre-releasing, I'm only allowed to play the third day of the pre-release because the store I go to only does Sundays pre-release, while the other stores already have 2 days behind the belt, and I'm always behind.
Wow.
What's the incentive for me to go there, right?
Yep.
Right.
But if WotC gave more incentive for me to go there and want to try something other than have my own experience of enjoying it, you know, WotC should be trying to fish hooking me into playing their game instead of, you know, some neighbor down the street posting posts on the internet. Hey, come to the store, hang out with me. Like, yeah, let's hang out with the neighbor, sure. But if the WotC's not incentivizing it, not putting a backbone to it, if WotC basically says we don't care about in-store play, which is how it feels sometimes, why should I care about their in-store game?
Exactly.
You know, TCG dude.
Yes.
You got anything to add? You've been quiet.
I had some text going on and stuff. I mean, if you're asking me, I think I have to revert back to my original question. What's it going to take to feel incentivized? Like what specifically are they going to offer? Because they offer not only singles of the, you know, whatever 30th anniversary or WPN promos or whatever. They have actual like promo packs for standard. Right. One of my first packs. So Core 21, I think the buy a box promo was the Run-In Siri, right? The Naya colored dog and cat thing.
Right.
Yeah, and I was really bummed that I didn't get that card. Apparently they were out of stock or whatever. Maybe they lost it. So the person running the register at that moment was like, here, you know what? I feel bad. We don't have the buy a box promo for you. And they hooked me up with a couple of promo packs, like tournament promo packs. And I got a foil Shockland and a non-foil Shockland, 2 stamped Shocklands out of one thing. That was like $60. You know what I'm saying? It was worth way more than the buy a box promo at the time. So like, okay, I mean, that's cool. You know, I will totally take that trade-off. So that felt good. But those promo packs are pretty much offered I believe at most stores for just their standard events, guys. Like if you're already out here building your standard, arena deck and you papered it up because you traded into your cards for 50, 60 bucks or whatever. Once a week, you can go get these promo packs potentially and either bling out your deck or sell the pack sealed, sell the cards single. What's it going to take? What's it going to take to feel incentivized, to go back to the question?
So that's the answer to your question is I like every sanctioned format that's sanctioned by Wizards should definitely have something going on. And I know they do. There's a website that shows you the cards that they're handing out for promos like game day, F&M. I know there's cards that they're giving out for Commander Night and draft. There's some draft incentives, but one thing I noticed at the two stores around me is the stores are picking up a load of the giveaway packs. Like one of the things the one store does, the bigger store, is they charge now $6 F&M, and you're guaranteed one pack no matter what, which is the store's own thing. Like the stores do it themselves. You play F&M, you're guaranteed one pack. You do better, like you top 8, you get more packs, right? To help prize support, which has always been part of most game stores I've been to, right? The prize support. But I think Wizards should back up some prize support because back in the day, Wizards, for like pre-releases and stuff, would actually send a booster box to some stores as prize support for pre-releases.
Yep,
Then so whoever won pre-release got to go home with a box that was given to them by Wizards of the Coast.
I wonder if that's a side effect of too many LGSs existing. Like, do you guys remember when Walmart's at one point was actually far and few between? Like,
Right.
You're like, oh, hey, your town has a Walmart? Yo, let's go over there because we can save money. Now it's, what town doesn't have a Walmart? So
Exactly.
if that's the case, then even if Wizards is supporting all these stores with the free promos, just the sheer amount of them existing will dilute the value no matter what the card is.
Right. But also, like I was mentioning earlier, like there were some F&Ms that would promote PtQs and stuff like that going on when PtQs were a thing. Like if you in stores would be like, because when PtQs are a thing, stores will have a F&M saying if you win this F&M, like become number one, you'll have like a free or discounted entry into PtQ. That was something people fought for. I think the tournament aspect is kind of dying, and that's what's kind of fading away. Some of the lacklusterness of F&M or in-store play.
I got 2 Walmarts here. One sells cards, one does not.
My Walmart has all its Magic Gathering cards and other trading cards in a glass case that you need a key to open.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see them doing that after the Pokemon thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people. Sorry, sorry, Hillbilly. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say I've seen the video of people rushing the card aisle and taking all the cards for the newest set and stuff for Pokemon. So I can imagine that's one of the reasons why they have that up there, Tortoise.
Right.
My Walmart don't have them locked down. They have them right and open under a camera.
That's probably because they don't have a high theft rate for it, I guess.
In my area, the LGSs have disappeared, a lot of them, despite having multiple places that I can go to.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the card stores have gone away, and it was because of lots of things. I mean, I'm not there, but it seems to be, though, that the card shops that are still there don't feel the love that they once did from Wizards. And like you said, the support packages doesn't have to be massive, doesn't have to be, doesn't have to be a box and stuff. The packs were enough, but so many places have gone away, and it feels like Wizards needs to do some repair on the stuff that they've done over the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that I've talked to store owners, the places that I do go, and the store owners are just kind of disgusted with the system and wizards, and there's a lot more moving pieces to this than just wizards. It's all down the line, but it feels like they really kind of need to do some damage control on that end, as well as, sorry about that. Hold on one second. Sorry. Okay.
Jackpot.
Yeah, if I'd only hit that slot machine. I'm actually in Vegas. I didn't tell you guys. But anyhow, I think that that in addition to that, I think it needs to be a multi-pronged thing where they do some support and some damage control at the shop level as well as the player base, and I think that would improve it. But I also go back to the fact again too, you've got to make the commitment to go to the stores yourself and hopefully have those experiences.
Right. No, if you really mean it, you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Wizards would focus more on the stores, and then after they focus on the stores, and at the same time focus on standard, and people find out about it, that might bring them back into the store to play standard.
For sure. Because playing standard, I think, is a good place for new players and for you not to necessarily feel overwhelmed. All these other formats and stuff, it's easy for you to find and fall in love with, but when you're playing with people that have either deep pockets or they have entire, hundreds of thousands of cards, talking about myself. So I've got a deep reserve to go to find different things. Not that I make great decks or whatever, but it can feel overwhelming to try to play against those. So standard always was a good place for anybody to enter. There was a limited card pool. You knew what was there, or you could find out what was there. And I think that added to a better play experience for new players that didn't feel overwhelmed that way.
Right. That makes sense. And it follows history that we've all been in that position before too. Well, a lot of us have. Yeah. But Hillbilly,
Yo.
you paying attention to the time?
Yep.
You know what time
It
it is?
is. Yeah. It's time for the
The deck of the day is brought to you by Red Cub Leather. High quality leather deck boxes and merchandise. Customizable options are available. The link is in the description box below.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change.
The deck of the day is a Crush the Bloodbraid deck. It's a 100 card legal commander deck. You can get it for like $300, which is pretty budget. And this deck is actually pretty insane. It comes with Crush Bloodbraid. It costs 2 generic or black, red, green. It's a 3/3 legendary creature, human warrior. Whenever another creature dies, you may put an X +1/+1 counters on Crush the Bloodbraid, where X is that creature's power. Big smasher, give it trample and all that jazz. You can do lots of stuff. For ramp, you got Arcane Signet, Ashnod's Altar, Brooding Pod, Birthing Pod, Commander Sphere, Gokori Signet, Gruul Signet, Rakdos Signet, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, Talisman of Resilience, and Skullsport and Nexus. Yeah. For creatures, you got Beast Whisper for draw, Brawn to give creatures trample. Whoop, whoop. You got Corpsejack Menace to go along the theme of counters growing. You got Dragmoth Titan. Hell yeah. You got Dragmoth Woe Eater. Demon's Disciple of Bolas. You got Drive Nod Carnage Dominus. Eternal Witness. Spell it on the third path, which is pretty solid. Fiend Artisan. Force of Savagery. Gerard Gogori Lichlord. You got Malignus. Man, some words. Merciless Executioner. I love that card. Mavrin, the Clan Net Charth. Yes, Pitiless Plunderer. Plague Crafter. Shieldred the Whispering One. Shriekmaw. Spire Bellows. Stalking Vengeance. Walker the Grove. Yargle and Matani. Yeah, Zatara the Incinerator. And you got Zupandrel, the Hunger Dominus, for some creatures. For some enchantments, you got All Will Be One, which is pretty sick. You got Attrition, which is a mean card, by the way. You got Burning Anger, which is kind of actually low powered. I'm surprised that must do good. Dark Prophecy for good card draw. Death Presence, which is insane in this deck. Grave Pact, because Grave Pact is good. Phyrexian Reclamation for awesome draw recursion abilities. Rite of the Raging Storm and Reveteer's Ascendancy. Now some instants you got. You got Assassin's Trophy for removal. Deadly Dispute. You got Momentous Fall, which is an underrated little card here. I think Tybalt should actually check into this card and do a video on it because this is kind of thing. Ooh, Soul's Fire. Whoop, whoop. And Terminate. Soul's Fire is pretty good. I like it. We're not going through the lands because lands are pretty much utility. Chandra's Ignition for sorcery. Cultivate. Deathly Blow. Ooh, that's a pretty good card. Diabolic Intent. Everybody loves that card. Essence Harvest. Farseek. Draw's Orders. Kama's Reach. Life's Legacy. That's a really good card there, too. Rapid Growth. Rise of the Witch King. Rishkar's Expertise. Soul's Majesty. And Victimize. Ooh, that's a pretty solid deck if you look at it. And it's built around the sacrificing creatures mechanics and getting big creatures out there to recur. I like it. It does what it needs to. And the Skull Spore Nexus is probably the most recent upgrade to this deck that really pumps up the double damage. One thing I think the deck could use is a little more trampling on the commander to add a little more evasion there that way. And my friends, that has been the deck of the day.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. You guys rock. You guys rock.
Cool.
Just needs to go back to the basics. Quality and quantity. There you go. There you go. That's a good one. Watson, back to the basics. Quality over quantity. Yep.
I agree with you 100% there, Captain Waffles.
Yes, yes. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And pretty good point there. Yeah. Man. Relax. Calm our excitement down. You know, we're just too excited. The ball's too excited. TCG is too excited. Moonful's too excited. Hillbilly's just above his head excited. Yeah, just relax.
One thing what Watsy did do, they did not stick to their basics. Instead of them sticking to their basics, they got a big head on themselves now, where they don't care. I mean,
Yeah.
if they did, you know, just go ahead and make the new cards like they're doing.
Right.
Stick to the basics. Keep everything that was making players happy. Keep those in place, such as the DCI and all that crap. Players can be happier, and they'll be in stores and the LTSs more.
Right. Yep. So many changes. They definitely got a big head on themselves. They think they're like for a while they thought they're the biggest powerful thing, but when they had to do the layouts, I'm pretty sure the heads changed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're on to the next segment of the day. Hillbilly, what's the next segment of the day?
Oh, that would be the
What?
For the top 5 cards going up in standard today, we got 1%, 4089. You got Mondrak Glory Dominus just chilling at the top of the charts, just settling in just fine and cozy. Woo, $40 for that card. Plus 2% at 2192. Shatter Sanctum's the land. That's starting to go back up. It's really just settling in and just doing what it wants. 580 plus 2%. Wedding Announcements just chilling, being awesome, being amazing. And plus 2% at 1122. We got Ledger Slider. But some more the notable movements, we got Vraska's Betrayal Sting at plus 5% at 450, especially for that Phyrexian version. Plus 4%, March's Rolling Mist at 588. That card has moved up a lot. And Night Aaron of Eos at 275. That card is doing lots of movement. Top 5 cards going down on the list today is Agatha's Soul Cauldron down 3% with $46. What?
Well, that was going up yesterday.
Yeah. Yep. It's just settling down. Down 4% in 2308. Attracts a Grand Unifier. What? That card is doing pretty good, actually. That's not a kick in the butt yet. That's just it sitting down and just relaxing. Down 2%. Chimilda Inner Sun at 1538. Whoop whoop. Tribute to World Tree, $10, down 4%. Whoop whoop. Biggest mover we have today is 570s Brotherhood's End, down 5%. That's crazy. And top 5 cards going up in Modern. Plus 7%. Gemstone Caverns, seeing some movement there. That's a good kick upwards. That's actually decent. $60 card right there. 28.99 plus 9%. Magus the Moon, seeing more play, seeing more modernness going on. Plus 4%, 47.76. The Blightsteel Colossus. Boom, boom. I almost insulted by kind of Darksteel. Oh my lord, sorry. 26%, 8.90. Ghostly Prison. This card's going up in price. Holy cow.
Dang.
Crumbles Memorial plus 3%. This card's been slowly creeping up. It's creeped up over $3 since we started doing this list. That's incredible. Crumbles Memorial, chilling out. And the biggest mover on this is a plus 67%, 250 Glinthawk. I remember when this was standard, and this was like one of the major movers, major players in the Kobold deck. Not Kobold, the something Hawk deck. The one where I can't think of the name. Cobblade. The one in the Cobblade era. There you go. Going down 15%. Manamo, School's Water's Edge, 47.47. Shizzle's Death Storehouse at 20.90, down 7%. This card has gone down by 50 cents since we started following this card. Underground River, down 13% at 7.49. Just good land. Pick it up. McCrumb's Memorial here, this version of M19 going down 4%. It's really just sitting there, not big movement. My track down 1%, not moving at all. But it's still a $69.20 card. This card used to be like 50 cents. Ooh. Just bulk rare. Where did it turn? All right. And that, my friends, has been the Movers and Shakers.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Back again.
Sorry, TC Dude had to leave a while. Sorry. He had to go. Important stuff came up. But the ball's still here. He loves us.
I'm still here. I'll try to do double duty.
Double duty.
All right.
Speaking of duty, that's what I got done doing.
Metalcraft deck. Yep. Thank you, Captain Waffles. I thought it was part of Cobblade back in the day, but Metalcraft is the right word for it. Because I remember the enchantment that gives artifacts, creatures, +2/+2, something like that. So convoluted with how many good days we had back in the day, how many times we drafted back in the day, how much store time. I mean, I remember me and my friend Andrew used to live at our local game store. If we weren't working, we weren't home. We were at the game store playing Magic all day, hanging around with Magic all day.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse, and it wasn't.
I mean, could have been doing worse.
Yep, could have been doing worse. We could have been painting the town red. Tempered still. That's right, Captain Waffles. You're right. Oh man, how many years has it been? It's been about 15 years since that set. Holy cow! No, I could be wrong on the years, but it's been about that since Metalcraft. Insane. Well, hope you guys are relaxed. Any final thoughts anybody wants to share?
No, I just wish things would go back the way it was. I wish they'd go back to the basics.
Yeah,
going back to the basics, it would be nice.
Yeah,
I wasn't around for them. It would still be nice to get to know what it was like.
And what do you feel about? Any last thoughts you want to share about the subject or anything that's popping in your brain? You're
just going to remind everybody that you've got to make the commitment to do it. It is a commitment, but also be the kind of person that other people want to play with.
Hell yeah,
that's the biggest thing when you go to the event or whatever. And I think that's the main thing is both commit to being a better player and commit to going to the LGS and hanging out.
Right.
Always remember, you used to be a new player too.
Yep.
New players. We're always new. We're always reaching people different levels. We don't know where everybody's walking from in life, so treat everybody nice.
Right.
Normally we don't say nice things at the end of the show. We're beating each other up, but tonight is a special day, I guess.
Yeah.
Me and my friends always said the only thing we can kill is magic. Is Watsy. Yep. That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we're getting to the shill segment. The shill.
Hey. Now, when I get to 400 subs, it will be a giveaway. The grand prize is going to be a Magic Commander deck from the latest set releases when I get to the 400th sub. And may not be a Commander deck at around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. I usually try to fire up a Commander game, but today I got to go pay some bills and may not be a Commander deck, but if you got that bell notification on, there still might be a Commander game. But you got to have that bell clicked so you get your notifications for when I do send out invites to play Commander. Be a member of the Discord also, because that'll help you get some information also about if I'm playing Commander or not. And that's really all I have to shill for right now.
Whoop whoop. Moving full shill about your
Okay.
channel.
I'm gonna show my channel. I've started the Magic the Gathering Forge Street playthrough. Although I'm just continuing where I left off last time I played it. So because I don't feel like getting some of the cards back. But yeah, I'm gonna continue my playthrough on YouTube from now on. And I hope you like it. And come by if you like Magic the Gathering played single player. That's all.
Cool.
All right. DeBolt. It's time
Hey.
for you to talk about you and your special little channel.
All right. So the best way to keep track of me these days is on Instagram, Tybalt_Apprentice. That's kind of the day-to-day stuff. There will be some new videos coming. I know I've been slacking this past week, but I've been working on cleaning up my area, so to speak, here and getting my studio ready. I am prepared to play some Spell Table, maybe not today, but I at least have a place for it. So we can do that. But of course, look for me on YouTube. That's the main place to find me as far as arena gameplay, combos, and just general type stuff like there. So it's Tybalt's Apprentice on YouTube. So look for me there.
All right. Putting the links in the chat. M-Fool is for Million Fool. Tybalt. We'll bring up Tybalt's. There you go. So if you haven't found them, you can find them out in the links in the chat. No, look, it's my pretty face. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I know this is a lot to take in at once, but
Like it made me fell out of my chair.
Oops. So check it out. Morning show every day. Tonight at 8 p.m. we're going to be doing Metroid Prime, trying to defeat the meta Ridley boss again. How difficult that's been. But the 21st of February, we're going to be doing an auction to raise funds for giveaway stuff. Our main goal is to get our 1,000 subscriber giveaway built up so we can give away something cool at 1,000 subscribers. But the money we earn that's alongside above that will be to get more playmats, like customized playmats for the channel, some deck sleeves to give away also to people who are involved. We'll have, like, if we earn enough money, there'll be some giveaways for people who were in the auction alone, so they can get a chance to get something from it. Then afterwards, we'll do an auction for the regular subscriber base to give them something to give away to have, like the playmat. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome. 21st, working on the details right now. I want to make sure you're all awesome and you make a command for everything, but that is all I have to show at the moment. And I want to say thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, Hillbilly.
Anytime.
Thank you, Mugenful.
Yep.
Thank you, Tybalt.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody in chat. It's been amazing people who've been interacting, people who've been talking, being cool, being amazing, being awesome. You guys make you all make this show what it is. That's why it's a community-driven show, because it's built by you guys. It's ran by you guys. We do everything that we can to fit in the narrative of being a good show. Thank you for being awesome, and remember, everybody.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall